Hi guys, this is Game Dan 25. For those of you guys who may be wondering what controller or what console to pick with the new gen consoles, it is kind of difficult because some of your friends are probably on Xbox, some is on PC, some is on Nintendo, and some is on PlayStation 5. And all of the consoles have different features and so on. So I'm just going to show you guys like how the controllers look, um, and how the consoles look. I do have a PS5, and again, this is not like a sponsored video or some sort of I don't know, yeah, some sort of sponsored video. So it's not one of those. Um, so I've been actually recently I got actually the PlayStation, not the PlayStation, the Xbox controller. It is the Series S version, not the Series X. The Series X is black, and it's very confusing to understand like which one is newer and which one is just some old one. It's not simplistic like the PlayStation, so you know 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. And with Xbox, it's like Series 360, then it's Series X, and then it's Series S, and so on. So it's a little bit confusing. So I had some photos and pictures what I just look up. So okay, so this is how the PlayStation 5 controller looks. I'm gonna place it closer. And this one has well, PlayStation 5 controllers has this haptic feedback. Type C. I done an unboxing. You can click on this side for the unboxing of the black Sony, well, the Sony PlayStation 5 controller. So it's the DualShock 5 or DualSense 5 or something like that, or DualSense. This is not like the PlayStation 4 controller. And then there is, and then there is the Xbox Series S version. I don't have the Series X one. The D-pad, which is on this side. Type C also, but it uses also batteries. And it basically looked the same like the previous Xbox controller, but just the D-pad looks different. For me, the Xbox controller is more clicky, and the PlayStation 5 controller is more like silent. So I'm gonna press the buttons so you guys can see. So the D-pad, which is on this side, it's quite loud though. The joysticks, another one, and the buttons. RT and RB, which I think they call it left bumper, right bumper. And then the LT and RT. So the bottom buttons, which is here at the bottom, is more softer than this one's on top. So Um, so, so that's the, it look like a square. I'll show you that button and that button I'm going to press. And then there's the share button. Okay. So basically that's how the controller sounds of the Xbox. If you have the DualSense controller, well, just to be fair, I'm gonna keep it, I guess. And this is not like some which controller is better and which controller is best. It's just to let you guys know what to expect when you buy a PlayStation 5 controller and an Xbox Series S controller. So yeah, so this is the L1 and R1. The R2 and L2. So this one says that um, DualSense special ability when you play in games, and it will give like a little bit haptic feedback or feedback. So it's not just like when you press in the Xbox controller it goes down. It's like a give to it before you can press, and that is what you can expect from Cold War and some other games which like that. They use the stickers, the R, R2 and L2. Yeah, so now the X and square buttons. The start and select buttons, which is here on top. So let me show you. It's a little clicky, but it's a silent kind of click. It's not like a harsh click. And then the controller. So for me, in my opinion, the PlayStation 5 controller to the Xbox Series S controller, this one or the PlayStation 5 is more silent or quieter than the Series S controller. And yeah, so both of it is new gen controls. So I'm gonna show you how does it look when you switch on the controller. So the first one, while I have it in my hand, the first one will be the PlayStation 5 control, so you guys can see. I'm gonna press the button. As you probably can't see it, but there's the PlayStation button with the mute and yeah, the mute button, so you can mute the people. And it also has a speaker. So let's see if I can. So the beep is to switching on my PS5. Okay, so that's every time when you switch on the PlayStation 5, then you get that accents around the trackpad. I'm just gonna switch off my console quick. I forgot to show you guys the D-pad, which is this where you can click and right click and so on. Console off. I think the console is off. I'm just waiting for it to go off. The other controller I'm going to use with my laptop, so it's a little bit easier to use when playing games if I decide to play games on there. So I'm pressing the D-pad. Okay. So again, let me show you guys. Oh, I'll do that. You guys can just go back. So you guys saw how the PlayStation 5 controller starts up with that color blue, and then there. That normally, if you do it with the second controller, I think it will be red, if I'm mistaken. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys how the Xbox controller looks when you switch it on. I'm sure there's a lot of people that know how the Xbox looks. Oh, here we go. So it's technically on. I don't have a Series S con console. So there's that. Again, I don't have one of those. So basically, I'm just going to switch off the control. Yeah, so the control is off, and yes, the X button is a physical button, just like the PlayStation button. That's a physical button. Both controllers, as this is the Xbox one, Xbox controller, as the 3.5 track. So that's the Xbox one, and this is the PlayStation one. Okay, so there's that, and now I actually want to show you guys how the consoles look. I'm just gonna go to the screen, show you guys. So this is the PlayStation 5 screen. Well, screen. This is the PlayStation 5, how it looks. It's quite big. I done also an unboxing of it, so there will be like a banner that will pop up across on this side. Oh, yeah, this side. And then this is the Series S. You do get the Series X console. If I go one back, the two different types. So the white one is with the Series S, and this is the Series X. The console is two powerful consoles, and if you do find one, then you are very lucky, just like the PlayStation one. If you find one, you are very lucky. So I actually want to show you guys the sound of the startup. So let's go to the Xbox. Shout out to the YouTuber on the side would have the video. So let me play it. So that is how the startup of the Xbox sound. And that is every time when you start up your console or restart your console. Yeah, every time when you restart your console or when you start up your console from a cold start. So if you shut down everything, you'll get that sound. So with the PlayStation, it's a different story. So this will be the first startup with the PlayStation 5, but you'll see only once, and if you miss it, you have to like redo your console to see it again, but it won't start up again like this. So if you're lucky enough to like take note, or if you took note of your PlayStation 5 when it's starting up, you'll see it once, and that's it. So here we go. Here's PlayStation 5 startup. I'm just gonna play it again, a little louder, just to give you guys the sense of what sound it is. I think there is like copyright claims. So this is actually like just how it will look when you starting up your PlayStation 5 for the very first time. Shout out to the user or this YouTuber. Thanks for the video. Well, not the video, I just basically autoed a piece of the video. But yeah, so if you guys are wondering, that's how it looks. This is the controllers, the two different types of controllers. Unfortunately, I don't have the consoles side by side to show you guys how the consoles look. Unboxing. I didn't do the unboxing of the Xbox, but I done one of the PlayStation 5, so that will be in the link, so you guys can actually see it, or the location, which will pop up somewhere on the side. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This is just a short video just to show you guys the difference between the PlayStation 5 controller to the Xbox Series S controller. But I must say that the Series S controller looks exactly the same and feels exactly the same like the Series X. The only difference what I saw is black. Black control with a white, I think it's a white button for the X, which this is white. This X button is white with a black X to it. If I'm right, I'm not sure about that X button. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Hopefully it helped you decide if you want a little clicky sound, or if you want a little softer sound, or which controller to take from the sound comparison. It's not a detailed type of video, but it is good enough to show you guys like what to expect when you buying a Xbox new gen, or new gen, yeah, this new gen consoles for 2020 and 2022. I don't know what's the update's gonna be for the new PlayStation 5 Slim, if they make a Slim or if they make a Pro, if there's gonna be any difference with the control. And yeah, oh, I forgot to say that the PlayStation 5 has a mute button for your mic, so you can mic on the go or mute on the go, and it has a mic also, so it gives you the opportunity to talk to your friends, to your family members who's playing on maybe a cross gen, and you want to speak to your friends if you don't have headphones or earphones. But if you do, then you can also plug it in. You can mute yourself so people can't hear, or you can just keep it on. You can also use the speaker of the PlayStation 5. So there's quite a few stuff what the PlayStation 5 has with the Xbox don't yet have, or they're not thinking that it's gonna be useful. So yeah, I'm not trying to be biased or anything, because some people probably say no, the Xbox controller is best or the PlayStation controller is best. It all depends on what you think is best for you, um, and the feel of it. A lot of people like how the PlayStation feel, a lot of people like how the Xbox feel, when it comes to the controls. Um, but other than that, I like both. I play most of the time on PlayStation, so most of the time I'll be using the white controller or the black controller. What you guys will see there is a unboxing of it, and I done also an unboxing of the PlayStation 5. Um, but yeah, like and subscribe, don't need to bring it down, always try and stay positive, and I will see you guys in the next video. And hopefully you guys had a good day, good evening, or night whenever you guys get the chance to watch my video. And yeah, try and stay positive, and I will see you in the next video. Stay safe out there, and yeah, cheers guys.